Hello guys, I am bringing you to one interesting area in Cameroon. This area we all call the Ekom-Nkam Waterfall. It is one renowned area you wish to take for a touristic site in Cameroon. One issue we need to know is that Cameroon is embodied with a lot of touristic and very beautiful features. Which one of these happen to be the Ekom-Nkam Waterfall, located at the heart of the town of Melong and not too far away from the city itself of Melon. So we are going to be visiting this area, and we are going to see how beautiful the landscape looks like. I am actually chilling with my big bro, Mr. Samele. We are going out for a pre-field walk, so that on the 22 of this month of March, we are going to take our students down there to actually visit the Ekom-Nkam Waterfall, appreciate its large vegetation as well as its physical features, even look at or investigate more about the erosional features and erosional processes that takes place. When we look at it, this is the road that leads us to the village of Ekom-Nkam, and we'll see it. You find a lot of beautiful vegetation. The road itself is actually an earth road, and it is not really that bad because the council, to some extent, is trying to maintain the road since the touristic site, throwing some laterites on the roads that permit bikes or cars to easily move freely along this stretch of road. So we are here actually at the Ekom-Nkam Waterfall. This is it. This is a signpost that shows that we are welcome to this area, and you see already how large the vegetation can look like. So beautiful an area, so natural this area is going to look like. We are going to be visiting the waterfall. We have already seen some authorities that actually take care of this area. They are so welcoming, and you feel free to always visit this area. They will give you a guide that will take you down to the waterfall, where you see the Ekom-Nkam Waterfall itself, the beauty of this waterfall, and the noise it actually produces out there. So follow us as we actually move down to the waterfall. There are some steps we're going to take down to move down to actually, I love to call it the city of Jerusalem because it looks so beautiful, like actually the city of Jerusalem. It could look somehow natural, but guys, you really need to visit this area and appreciate like I do. So when you see the village authority has tried to do one or two walk around this area, make steps to make accessibility possible for the people who visit the area. So we are actually going down into this waterfall. I am with my guide as well as my friend, Mr. Samile. You see they're right behind me here. So we are moving right down. And we are going to see a very important feature, which I've most often seen it, but on movies. And I am talking about the movie called Tarzan. You know, guys, I never thought that Tarzan was a movie that was acted right here in Cameroon, and talk less of being acted at the Ekom-Nkam itself. So the guy just showed us the tree on which this movie was actually acted upon. So it was just around Ekom-Nkam Waterfall. So we are going to look at it. And right here is actually a view of the Ekom-Nkam Waterfall itself from a distance. So we are standing here, and I'm here with my guide. He's telling us about how actually this waterfall is of two. We have the female and the male, and he's trying to let us understand that the female, as of moment, has actually divorced from the male, and it's not really flowing as expected, as we often see it on TV. But when the rainy season comes, the female waterfall is going to overshine that of the male. So he has promised to take us down to the waterfall itself for us to appreciate how deep the waterfall can look like, and the features we can easily see right down there. So we are going to be moving down with him together with our bike man, Mr. Solomon. He's with us. He's going to wait for us to go back together. Getting access to this area is really critical, and we had to get a bike man that will take us down to the area because he knows very much the area, and he has to be with us till we leave this area. He's a very kind guy, and someone he would love to hang with. So we are going to moving down the waterfall together with our guide. He's going to be telling us much about the features we find around that area and what may have shaped these features. At one point in time, I want to believe that this area has been shaped by a bulldozer, but to my greatest dismay, I was told that it is natural. And that's where I came to believe that truly, this is actually vertical erosion that has taken place in this area, caused actually by the vertical movement of water as it actually plunges down from the waterfall. This is actually a real waterfall that we see, just like the Menchum Fall. Cameroon is actually, blessed with much waterfalls, something which many countries do not have, and we can actually exploit this waterfall for hydroelectric power generation. You can see how the vapor that comes up from the waterfall tells us the magnitude at which this waterfall actually flows. And when we look at the rocks beside it, like I said, it's as if it has been scraped by a bulldozer, but actually it is vertical erosion that has taken place in this area. And around the plunge pool itself, we have, I want to believe, we have more of lateral erosion that has broadened the pool, making it to be broad. And I want to remind us that we have this renowned river in Douala, which we call it the River Wuri. It is a river port in Cameroon, and this is actually where the River Wuri takes its rise. You may see it looks so small, but this is actually River Wuri itself that takes its rise from this area and flows down to the coastal lowlands. We are actually on the western highlands, the western part of Cameroon, where this river takes its rise from the Ekom-Nkam itself and flows down to the coastal lowlands. So you can see, guys, we have a lot of vegetation in this area, and it is much more a sacred area, very sacred in the sense that, nature tells us that these are areas where if you choose to talk with your gods, make them to understand your problems or whatsoever, and flee away your problems, you think of visiting such areas. So these are sacred forests which we have around here. I want to believe that these are mountain forests because they grow in mountainous regions, and we also have some grasses around this area. But one thing that is very astonishing is the fact that no other economic activities carried out in this area, like farming or whatsoever. That is because this area is considered sacred, and it is being used by the village authority to carry out spiritual rites for the village, as well as for certain meditations, which you yourself can actually go there, visit the waterfall, speak out your problems to the waterfall, and the waterfall actually being, traditionally we believe that I want to say they intervene with God, which we know. They can easily carry our problems to God. So actually, we visited this area, we did that which we could do. We see very beautiful sights in these places. We hope to bring our children here, and I wish that if you are thinking of any beautiful site to visit in Cameroon, think of Ekom-Nkam Waterfall. It is a place to behold, actually. So we met so many friends around this area. We met our white friends who also came around, and they came to visit the waterfall. See you next time.